Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the gun, it's Ritter. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Play action, it's Ritter. He'll tuck it and... Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready, shot.
It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 28, but move the chains. That's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's 2. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
All right, come on.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 3rd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Watch it, Oscar.
3rd and 2. Tungo Bailoa. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
44. Ready.
Tua to throw again. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 6. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He's got his man, it's Hill. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play, Tua to Tyreek, 36 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua gives it to Mostert, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
You're right here. Shot.
Here's Tagovailoa. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. One more time with Mostert. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 6th touchdown now for the season. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A give. Here's Hall. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 6-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They put Wilson in motion. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's Hall from the pistol. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. but the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll go again with Hall. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. 2 and out on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right.
A run up the middle with Mostert. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Get set. Out.
They'll try to run it here with Mostert.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They snap it to Tua. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Get set.
Tua gonna throw. In trouble, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. We'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down. But he tries to make this play extended, takes a big loss.
Now, Ritter to throw on 2nd down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at about the 18. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll look deep, left sideline. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Another run here with Hall. Hall, a first down and more. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This from 34 yards. No issues there. This one is good. So a very tight first half, a one-point game here at the break. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
That's the gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready, shot.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Room to run at the 40. Reese Hall. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score 17. Dolphins 9.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing is Tua. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They give to Hall. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down. And in motion is Brown. On the give, it's Hall. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They put Wilson in motion. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Dolphins 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Good.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Turbo wide. Set.
They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
44. Ready.
Right back to Mostert on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Ready. Cover 2. Out.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Tua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're right here.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the ground, it's Mostert. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now it's Tua. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Ready.
To throw is Tua. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal.
Ready.
They'll run with Mostert. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21, TX.
Here's Tua. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Tagovailoa. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. A run here with Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Ritter. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Atwell sent in motion here. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. He's trying to power forward, but no dice. They go with the big man, and he may have lost yardage, and it sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one running out of steam. Not enough leg to get there. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
All right.
They'll run. It's Mostert. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Get set.
Back to throw is Tua. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On the carry, here's Mostert. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. They're called in at the 2. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Dolphins. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
Ready, set.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tua to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. They took the shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the 4th quarter. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go, set.
trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.